All right, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily. My name's Austin. In today's video, I want to share with you undeniable proof that this crypto market bull run is not over. The mainstream media won't share with you charts like this, but I will. This channel will. And not just bullish data, but bearish data as well, so you have the full picture so you can make the best decision for you. We'll also talk about the Metaverse, as well as top altcoins making news. So check the timestamps down below in the video description. And if you're interested in making money with cryptocurrency, click subscribe right now. We drop a video every single day demystifying this cryptocurrency market. Let's jump in, starting with what are the Bitcoin miners doing? Because BTC miners, who have been in the space for a long time, usually have a pretty good finger on the pulse of what is happening in this market. And as of today, the data is clear that BTC miners aren't selling. Bitcoin miners' unspent supply is currently sitting at just 500 Bitcoin below its all-time high, meaning these coins that are issued to miners as a reward for solving a block have never been spent on chain. So once they mine them into existence, they're choosing not to sell, they're choosing to hold. In fact, miners started hodling significantly more BTC since March 2020, the pandemic crash, and have not sold, except for one instance, since. So this is a super strong fundamental indicator, and let's just look at the data. The orange is the miner's unspent supply, and the gray is Bitcoin's price action. And we can see, starting in March 2020, the pandemic crash, even though price action was consolidating, there was a lot of fear in the market. Bitcoin miners started to accumulate heavy. They knew something. They knew potentially where the market was headed. And right now, where we stand today, we are just 500 BTC below the all-time high of miners accumulating. And by the way, we can not only use this metric to understand if/why Bitcoin is headed in a bullish direction, in a bullish trend, we can also use this to help understand if Bitcoin's about to enter a bearish trend. About 9 months ago, around May 2021, when Bitcoin topped out the first time around a 65,000 BTC, it was months earlier that the miners started to sell into that price rise. Again, they had their finger on the pulse. They were understanding, for some reason, that maybe Bitcoin was getting a little overvalued, and they started to sell in as the Bitcoin price continued to climb higher. Right now, even though the price is dipping, the miners are still accumulating. All right, I like it. Give me your thoughts down below in the video comment section. Seriously, how much credence do you put into this miner activity? Comment down below. And next up, since we've talked about miner activity, let's now take a look at what is happening on chain and use Bitcoin's NVTS to see if the Bitcoin network is overvalued or undervalued based on on-chain activity. NVTS is a bit of a granddaddy as far as on-chain indicators go, but it still works. This is from Willy Woo. It doesn't signal oversold very often, but that's exactly what the signal is indicating now. And for perspective, the last time we saw something like this, where Bitcoin's NVTS signaled that the network as a whole was this undervalued, was once earlier this summer, where we flash crashed to under a $30,000 BTC. People were screaming that Bitcoin was headed lower, but the on-chain data was telling us that the network was undervalued. The time we saw before that was during the March 2020 pandemic crash. Again, people were screaming Bitcoin's headed lower, but in retrospect, a great time to buy. So, I love this. A very strong fundamental indicator. And just to clue everybody in, what exactly is Bitcoin's NVT signal? Well, it measures the network value, basically meaning the market cap, how much the Bitcoin network is valued at, over what activity is actually happening on chain. A high NVT signal or uptrend indicates that investors are pricing Bitcoin a little high, at a premium, as the market cap growth has sort of outpaced the actual activity happening on chain. High NVT signal values have historically coincided with market tops, as opposed to low NVT signals or downtrends. This indicates that investors are pricing Bitcoin at a discount as the on-chain activity is outpacing the market cap growth. Low NVT signal values have historically coincided with market bottoms. I hope that was clear, And as we can see right now, we are at an extremely low Bitcoin NVT signal. I will keep my eye on this. I will keep you updated. And next up, that does bring us to the next obvious question, that if the on-chain fundamentals are so bullish, why is price still consolidating / so bearish? Well, Bitcoin continues to consolidate as macro uncertainty creates weakness across global markets. So it's not just cryptocurrency, but there is fear, uncertainty, and doubt across all markets right now. Comparing Bitcoin's price performance to the S&P 500 and gold, all are declining in unison, just something to be mindful of with these ongoing virus variant scares. So like I said earlier, please give me your thoughts on all of this down below in the video comment section. In my opinion, when we see bearish price action due to fear, uncertainty, and doubt, yet bullish on-chain fundamentals and strength in the network as a whole, that's usually a great time to buy if you believe in the underlying asset. I'm not a financial advisor, make your own decisions, but let's keep moving. And by the way, just to be real with you, on this channel, it's not always just going to be hopium or just going to be a one-sided analysis. I will always try to the best of my ability to give you both sides of the Bitcoin so you can make the best decision for you. The Grayscale Bitcoin Trust has just hit its largest discount ever. So Grayscale's flagship Bitcoin product is now trading at over a 21% discount, the largest ever in its 8-year-long history. So this is a bearish indicator because it does tell us that traditional / institutional investors, people who use Grayscale, aren't even willing to buy a piece of a Bitcoin with this massive discount. This means that new investors can purchase GBTC shares at prices significantly lower than the actual market value of Bitcoin, while the existing hodlers face losses due to the 6-month lockup period for the initial investment. So plain and simple, I would say that until this discount becomes more neutral, I would be in no rush to turn ultra bullish right now immediately. Bullish long term, waiting, watching, consolidating short term. And next up, let's talk about Ethereum, the Metaverse. But real quick, I do want to take 60 seconds and give a big shout out to sponsor of the channel, Okcoin. A better way to Bitcoin. Join the fastest growing global cryptocurrency exchange with the lowest fees around. So while this is a global cryptocurrency exchange, they are regulated in the US, which I like. And it's true that they do have much lower fees than other crypto exchanges out there. To understand how that's possible, I will link our 18-minute interview with Okcoin's head of listing. He goes into detail why Okcoin is the better option. Link down below, check it out. And the final two things I'll mention, which I think are important to you, is they not only have the top coins, the most popular coins on their exchange, but they also have newer coins as well as Metaverse coins listed on their exchange as well, which I like. And number two, Okcoin also has 100% feeless staking, so you keep 100% of all staking rewards earned. There is a link down below, Altcoin Daily Okcoin, link down below, check it out. All right, what's happening with Ethereum? Well, Instagram is now actively exploring NFT integration, says their CEO, Adam Mosseri, basically figuring out how to make NFTs more accessible through their platform. And rather than read you this story, let me just play you this 15-second clip of Adam Mosseri answering this question on NFTs. Watch this.
Nothing to announce yet, but we are definitely actively exploring NFTs and how we can make them more accessible to a broader audience. I think that's an interesting place that we can play, and also a way to hopefully help creators.
Okay, short and sweet. As I get more info, I'll keep you updated. And next up, huge piece of news for the Metaverse. Chinese investment right now is pouring into the Metaverse. This is the data that we just got. In the first week of December, the Beijing Language and Culture University put out its list of the top 10 internet buzzwords of 2021, so the whole year. And separately, the website Yaowen Ziaoui, its name means buzzwords or chewing words, released its own top 10 buzzwords of the year, and Metaverse made both lists. and was the only non-Chinese word on the second list. So this tells us that this metaverse revolution is not just in the Western world, it's very much in the Eastern world as well. And according to major business data site Tian Yancha, China has registered more than 7,000 trademarks related to the metaverse. Give me your thoughts on this down below. I want to be real with you that to me, this is a bullish and bearish indicator because we have seen with the banning of Bitcoin how China feels about decentralized cryptocurrencies. They prefer control, they prefer centralized, and I would guess they would want their metaverse and the metaverse that their people get into, adopt, to be centralized as well. And next up, low cap altcoin news for Energy Web. Energy Web is a global nonprofit accelerating the low carbon, customer centric energy transition by unleashing the potential of open source digital tech. So Energy Web is a cryptocurrency incentivizing green, renewable energy, and the news today is they're coming to Polkadot. We are thrilled to announce our partnership with Parity Tech to build the Energy Web Consortia Relay Chain in 2022. The Energy Web Consortia Relay Chain will be positioned as the first multi-chain network connected to Polkadot. In a final direct quote from the CEO of Energy Web Foundation on what this means, we continue to onboard major energy companies to our open source technology stack to accelerate the energy transition. But there is a massive amount of innovation happening in other Web3 ecosystems, such as Polkadot and Kusama, and we want to make sure that this innovation comes to the energy sector. By working with Parity to bring the Consortia Relay Chain to life, we can give our members access to new innovations like on-chain governance, native interoperability, robust scalability, and other features that Substrate and Polkadot enable. Innovations like these will help our community move even faster in our work to create real-world impact on the global energy transition. So love to see the progress, good for Polkadot, great for Energy Web. And that's the video. My name's Austin. Like always, see you tomorrow.